Have you ever felt a weight so heavy that it seemed impossible to lift?
Meet Clara, a woman whose heart once danced with joy but now feels like it's encased in a fortress of sorrow. Just 6 months ago, she lost her partner, Alex, in a tragic accident. Each day is like wandering through a fog, a relentless reminder of the warmth now absent from her life. The laughter that filled their home is reduced to silence, the joyful moments to haunting memories. Clara wakes each morning with tears ready to spill. She pours herself a cup of coffee, the steam swirling like her thoughts, cloudy but familiar. Every corner of her apartment echoes with glimpses of Alex, the books they read together, the shared playlists, even the mismatched socks they used to tease each other about. But lately, it's as if she's been hanging on to these mementos fiercely, clinging to the past like a lifeboat in a stormy sea. As the weeks crawl by, Clara begins to notice how her sorrow becomes a clingy shadow, stretching further into her everyday life. Friends try to reach out, but it feels like they're speaking a language she can no longer understand. Their laughter is a foreign sound, a stark contrast to her muffled existence. One evening, she finds herself in their favorite cafe, surrounded by people. Laughter floats across the room like the notes of a familiar song. But Clara is lost, cocooned in her despair. Then comes a day when Clara discovers an old box tucked away in the back of her closet. Inside are letters Alex wrote to her, filled with dreams for their future. With each word, she feels the warmth of his spirit, but instead of comfort, a different suffocating pain rises in her chest. It hits her. She has been holding on to her grief as if it's the only thread connecting her to Alex. That realization sits heavily within her, growing until it's ready to spill over. During another sleepless night, surrounded by shadows, she finally confronts the reality she's been avoiding. What if holding on to grief only keeps her tethered to pain? What if letting go doesn't mean losing Alex, but honoring him in a new way? Tears stream down her face as Claire places a single letter on her bedside table beside a small candle. And in that moment, she whispers a promise, not to forget, but to cherish, to live fully, carrying with her the love they shared, even in his absence. She allows herself to breathe, each exhale carrying the weight just a little further away. Weeks pass, and slowly Clara finds herself smiling again, not just in remembrance, but in the present. One sunny afternoon, while walking in the park, she sees a family flying a kite, a burst of colorful fabric soaring through the blue sky. Clara laughs quietly, a sound she thought would never return, and whispers to the wind, "Thank you, Alex." Letting go is not an end, it's a transformation. Clara learns that grief is not an adversary, but a companion that comes softly, reminding her of love and life. As this chapter of Clara's life unfolds, the question remains, what are you holding on to that might be anchoring you down in storms? Sometimes letting go can be the first step toward a brighter horizon.